is Spencer Parsons, and I wrote and directed Chainsaw Found Jesus. And this is
Jonny Mars. I portray Chainsaw.
I guess it was sort of a lot of different ideas that stuck together, a bunch of stuff, memories of when I was a kid and not quite understanding certain adult situations that I was seeing around me. And yeah, you ruined it now. Spoiler alert. This is going to sound really psychotic, but I started to hear this voice of a narrator over all this weird kid versus adult stuff. I saw a kid playing Guitar Hero, and he was playing a Cheap Trick song, and I was just struck by how crazy different the experience seemed to be for him, this 10-year-old playing Cheap Trick on Guitar Hero, versus my experience when I was like 10 years old listening to Cheap Trick, and the long gulf between these things. And out of that, started thinking about the movie.
There is a lot of anecdotal evidence to the character that Chainsaw became. I played in some bands in Dallas for a bit, and there was always this like groupie who became known as Cocaine Jesus, and she would always just try to peel one of the dudes off the scene, like entice them with drugs, with 20 bags or what have you, and they'd go off and do their cocaine. And I'd always hear about the next day is like, man, it's awesome, because it starts with, man, that chick over there is hot. I'm gonna go talk to that chick, and every other dude's like, don't do it, man, don't do it. But she's hot. So then they walk over there, and she's hot and she's got drugs. Let's do this. So then you would hear about the next day where it's like, okay, so we get one line in, and she starts proselytizing to me about Jesus, and she became known as Cocaine Jesus. And the rest is kind of in the movie, if you will. But yeah, it's totally, there's anecdotal, there's an anecdote. And it's funny, having spoken with some people after seeing the movie, more than one person has told me that they know that this has happened either to them or to a friend or a family member. Like, apparently this happens a lot.
Wow.
I don't know, but
Kids and animals. The dog is my own dog, so when I got the idea that there should be a dog in the movie, I wrote it around him, and I wrote his behavior in the way that I might for any other actor, that I knew what he could do. I knew what he's capable of, and didn't try to write stuff that that would be impossible or involve trickery or having to hire a trainer or anything like that. And then he was better than I ultimately could have imagined. But the kids were great. Brought them in, they were already friends. They memorized lines like nobody's business. In fact, like really. What is it? Yeah, so much. Well, I'm writing a romantic comedy that I really hope will get produced with Andrew Bajowski. We're writing it together, and we're crossing our fingers that this will be coming down the pike soon. I feel, even mentioning it around people, I feel superstitious that now I'm jinxing. So everybody who's watching this, knock on wood for this movie. But working on other stuff, started shooting a movie last fall, and hopefully I'll be done with that soon too.
I've got a documentary I've been making for the last couple of years. I've been directing that I'm trying to hem up very soon, hopefully by October. And then I've got a feature I produced in Acton that we made over the summer that's in post, and did a myriad short films over the last few months that hopefully will be making their way through the assembly line soon. So just I think Spencer and I both are just constantly throwing stuff at the wall. And that's
how to do it.
That's what we're doing. We're widget makers. That's really what it is.
Well, best of luck to you guys, and thank you so much for.
Thank you, Ben.
Appreciate it.